vacant? I still got to lose about 20 pounds. It was 25, but I'm down 5, so got 20 to go.
You're no fun, Captain Arch, because we can't market to you. And your grease isn't really bacon grease. I mean, you say we fry you up, you're going to smell like bacon, Captain Arch.
Wouldn't you rather
Why not?
Would you rather be bacon than bacon?
Well, you've only been on for a few minutes, sir. I mean, we've been talking about this for an hour. And basically, YPA threw it out there. Or gave the idea of the cheap, risky brand bacon grease. Risky brand. To be used. I'm afraid to have.
Why not?
See the Israeli Prime Minister, or was that a major faux pas?
In your local supermarket?
I don't know. I don't shop for bacon grease. But, or should I just start saving those coffee cans full and mailing them to you or something?
It works.
Hey, did you ever check out my YouTube channel? Thought we were going to help each other out with the YouTube thing. I'm going to change the name of mine here real quick. I'm down to a couple names, but anyway, you were talking about maybe putting a link to my YouTube channel on yours and help me get monetized or maybe get closer to doing that. But I need to start putting up more content, and I've got some videos in mind. I might even take a few little videos up here if I come across something worth shooting on my glasses or whatever.
Hey, checked it out. Let me do that right now. Let me.
I'm gonna go do the skunk railroad, the bicycle. Ride the rails on those electric bikes, and then you could also pedal them, I guess. We're going to do that. We're going to go to Glass Beach. We're staying right on the water, like you open your door and you're on the beach. It's called Ocean View Lodge. I'm going to do a POTA probably or two. I brought all my my Go Box, my G90, my antenna, and stuff like that. Stuff like that. A lot of dead repeaters up here, I'll tell you that. But anyway, just, you know, having fun. Going to a part of the country. Dawn had never even.
color. But I'd be willing to bet an entire box of brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts that Pat was supposed to paint that. And he went, oh, well, I'll talk to the toilets, and just went inside and inhaled his ammonia fumes. It's right there. And Pat can easily say, no, it was that way when I moved in. Or he could say, well, the owner was painting it and he ran out of paint. He could say any number of things. But what does he say? Talk to the porcelain oracle. Because he thinks it makes him sound intelligent. Now, when somebody says porcelain oracle instead of toilet, don't you automatically roll your eyes and think, this guy is a bloviating, pompous horse's ass, a pseudo-intellectual buffoon? Because you would just say toilet. But anyway, I digress. Stinky Pat's refusing to answer.
Yeah, for a guy that talks about how smart he is, he never actually has any retorts.
You're just jealous because they always go over your head.
Yeah, that's it. I'm extremely jealous of your position in life. You know, I trade all the things that I have: family, a loving wife, a career, friends, people on ham radio that I can talk to that don't hate me. I would trade that all in an instant for your life, Pat. I wish I could just tell people, oh, talk to the porcelain oracle.
You mean ham radio career, James?
Right, a career. I'm still his personal control op, right?
Of course. Do you even have to ask?
Yeah, we need to do something about this idiot. So, did you inhale your coffee? KW6USA, KN6IOI? Over?
Yes. That's all good and done now.
Yeah, I asked him on 435. I talked to MWT just this morning, and I said, hey, as personal control operator of WZM, I would like to donate him to your libtard machine. And Tammy came out and said, absolutely not. And I guess MWT said that he had correspondence with the stinky one, and they said, too many people don't like me over there. Isn't that funny? Everywhere he goes, too many people don't like him.
And let me take this to another level. But do you notice how he's still talking out here, and they won't let him talk out there because they censor, because that's a libtard repeater, socialist repeater, and we're not. So I just wanted to make a correlation there.
Isn't it funny how the party of tolerance and acceptance is the least tolerant and acceptant?
Oh, right, yeah.
Funny coinky-dink.
Did I just hear Chris say that because he's not a libtard, he cannot jam signals out here?
Spit it out, Pat.
Toilet.
You've been talking to the oracle.
You are retarded, Pat. Listen to you. You can't even speak, dude. Dude, go out and get a job. Do something. Go work out. Go for a run. Do some stuff. Accomplish something in life. You'll feel better.
Accomplish what I want to accomplish when I want to accomplish it, and nobody's going to tell me anything about that.
Did anyone understand what he just accomplished? Or accomplishing I want, like anything about what I accomplish?
Certainly haven't accomplished any level of humor yet.
You're not. You haven't.
do you got in a fan club?
And you have a fan club? What are you talking about, you idiot? I just went over the grade in Camarillo, and man, it's sunny and shiny in Newbury Park, and right over the grade, dude, it's fucking marine layer. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's sunny and hot here in the middle of the valley.
Yeah, I imagine living in the garage gets pretty hot. So do you live in that guy Mestamaker's garage? Do you answer that question?
Consult the Oracle.
When you say Oracle, you mean toilet, right? Oh, so you do live in another man's garage, right? Is that correct?
Ask the Oracle.
I don't talk to toilets, Pat. That's your job. So how come you can't answer just direct questions? If someone said, hey, do you live in another man's garage? I'd say, no, I do not.
Why do you insist on prying into other people's personal lives?
That's a good question. Yeah, there you go. You're on the right track. You're at least using words, and you're not just saying toilet. Because you're kind of a loser, and I think you think you're smarter than everyone, and I would like you to be more humbled. Like, I don't want to humble you. I want you to humble yourself. I want you to realize, like, hey, maybe I'm not as smart or as funny or as wise as I want to be on ham radio.
Well, you said the same thing 3 times in a row, which basically says to me you're lying, but don't worry about that. What you are expecting is a certain level of humility that you're not willing to give to other people, and that strikes me as most awkward and basically unworthy of conversation.
I said 3 times in a row?
Well, another thing, you also assumed that I consider myself more intelligent than other people out here. I do not try and compare my intelligence with anyone else's, period. I don't care if somebody has a greater vocabulary than me or less vocabulary than me, as long as they talk intelligently about things that are facts.
That your statement ahead. That's saying more intelligent.
Well, yeah, something, a very neutral statement like that might be very difficult for you to absorb. It doesn't surprise me. But anyway, your signal is so poor that I did not receive better than 50% of your conversation. And I think you're in a very weak area and probably should discontinue using the repeater for the moment. KC6WZM.
Well, how about this signal, Stinky Pat? Is it loud and clear? Is it wall-to-wall and treetop tall? I think it is. You're describing yourself. You're arrogant, you're pompous, but you have nothing to back it up. Case in point, it's widely believed out here that you smell so bad that you could walk by the USS Iowa and the paint would start peeling. Is that true or is that not true? And your response over and over and over, repeating yourself, is going to be, talk to the toilet, talk to the porcelain oracle, I'm the stinky Pat Sullivan. Is it true, Pat? What say you? USS Iowa, paint peeling.
You don't give a holy damn about whether it's true or not. You will repeat it the way you want to repeat it, period. I've already learned this is the way children behave.
Children don't answer questions. Children don't say, well, that's not true. It's impossible for a person to walk by a battleship and have the paint start peeling, regardless of their lack of personal hygiene. But you don't do that. You get flustered, you get angry like you are right now, and then you lose the power of speech temporarily. And I'm just, I'm trying to get you to integrate into the user base and be able to have an exchange with people, but you can't do that. I'm almost going to give up.
Give up now.
I tell you, no, Stinky Pat, you're missing the point. You're missing the point, Stinky Pat.
Pat's going to teach us how to be an adult. Pat is going to help guide us into being adults. Thanks, Pat. That's really thoughtful. Hey, we can get jobs and stuff like that too, and function in society and get along with people. Can you teach us that too?
Consult the Oracle.
I guess that's a no.
Pat getting a job. Did Pat say he's going to get a job? Pat Sullivan getting a job? Was getting a job, or?
Yeah, he says we're not being like adults, so he's going to help teach us, you know, how to be adults. That's really considerate of him, you know, because, God, you know, I thought I had things going on in my life, but maybe not.
These are the two lazy amateur operators in the world.
And he constantly has excuses, and then when you ask him anything poignant, talk to the toilet. Pat, do you really live in another man's garage? Talk to the toilet.
Why do you insist on prying into my lifestyle? Do I exude some trait that you're envious of?
No, because it's a measure of your success and capability in this world, where you live and how you conduct yourself. And I think you are a parasite. You meek personality that just sucks off the system, and that's your whole thing. You're just a fucking loser, and you come out here and try and act like you're smarter or more clever than people out here. I mean, you're so detached from reality, it's frustrating.
Well, as I said before, you've been fed a pile of bullshit bigger than Mount Denali, but you apparently love it. So, yeah, that's what a lot of other people are saying, because a lot of other people are very, very jealous of my vocabulary. It doesn't surprise me anymore.
Are you fucking serious? You think people out here are jealous of your vocabulary? Are you listening to yourself?
Well, it's not very easy to do on this repeater.
You honestly think that? Do you think people are jealous of your vocabulary?
Oh, absolutely. Chris especially.
Wow. You are fucking detached from reality, dude.
Oh, I wish I could see Chris sometime when he's transmitting. I bet he does change several shades of green.
Yeah. I'm sure Chris, while he's at his job fabricating things and dealing with contracts and stuff like that, I'm sure he spends a lot of time thinking, man, I wish my vocabulary was as good as Stinky Pat's. That sure fucking frustrates me. Do you really believe that, Pat?
Oh, I'm not so naive as to try and, elucidate what's going on in somebody else's head. But I would tell you exactly how they appear to me when they start responding and, calling me childish names all the time. Yes. As for desiring a conversation with you guys, no, I generally don't care to speak to you guys particularly, but there are a few voices out here that are interesting to listen to and talk with, and you're just not one of them.
So who is that, Pat, that you enjoy to talk to out here, that enjoys to talk to you?
Oh, John, K6ALT, Brad up there in, up there, Santa Clarita, and Roy Hooper, and can't think of a few other things. There's a guy out there who loves to hear poetry.
And you don't like speaking to us, but yet you've been doing it for an hour.
Well, how are those voices going to know I'm out here if I'm not talking?
God, I'm deeply jealous of Pat's vocabulary. I would give up my loving wife and my career and my family, all for a chance to have a vocabulary like Pat.
It doesn't pay off. Whenever you're talking to smaller minds, they always think that, they always treat this expanded vocabulary vocabulary is some kind of weapon.
There you go with the smaller minds. You're delusional, Stinky Pat. And in order to have your vocabulary, the only thing you'd have to do is memorize the word perturbate and use it correctly and incorrectly. Just pepper your conversation with that word, and then you'll have the vocabulary of the Stinky Pat Sullivan.
Yeah, that's the cross you bear, Pat. With great intelligence comes great responsibility, Pat. And I'm sure your whole life you've been bearing that cross, right?
I don't see any connection between intelligence and the toilet. No, you're stuck with it when you're born.
Yeah. I feel bad for you. You were born with intelligence and capability, and now you just have to struggle through life with all this amazing capabilities, and you're ostracized, by it too. People see you're amazing, like you said, USA is bewildered and overcome with jealousy by your amazing vocabulary.
I wouldn't call it jealousy per se. Envy maybe, but no, he just had the habit of flying off the handle. I suspect that Chris is an ADHD. ADHDs are pretty well known for this type of behavior.
I suspect he doesn't like you as a human being because you think you're better and smarter than people, and you're clearly not in any fashion, mentally, physically. I think he gets frustrated with your unrealistic expectations of who you are as a person.
You go insulting me by telling me what's going on in my mind. You don't do that. No, I could. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill this conversation for that. Adios, KC6WZM.
No, I didn't tell you what's going on in your mind. Yeah, there you go. Being retarded again. You are a retard, Pat. That guy's such an idiot. God, it's mind-bending. And the sad part is I think he really believes the things he's saying.
He's a professional, unapologetic idiot.
He's a victim of his highly capable mind. He's ostracized by society because he's so intelligent.
I think his brainstem has sustained damage and his frontal cortex due to inhaling ammonia fumes for years. That's what I think.
Yeah, but USA made a good point too. He did inhale a lot of lead fumes from smelting the tire weight that he pried off of people's cars with screwdrivers, riding on his bicycle. All right. I visited Auntie, and I'm back at home, and I'm going to go give my wife a big kiss and see if I can get her to make me breakfast. So, K6TCS, excellent talking to you as always. K6IOI.
Have a good day, and say hi to Kilo Lima Charlie.
I will. You're one of the few ham radio operators that she likes. So we'll have to get a lunch date going soon.
Definitely. We'll try that taco place in Sunset Beach. You'll love it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can get the Duff and the Orange County Handyman involved, too. That'd be cool.
That'd be good. Anyway, K6TCS, not mobile, on amateur radio. I'm talking with a telephone. I'm talking on a telephone.
IOI clear.